Welcome to CoinBook. My name is Calvin Waite, and I'm a professional crypto trader. I really like getting feedback from you guys about the market, what you're trading, successes, failures, so I'm going to go ahead and start giving out a t-shirt every week now. What I'll do is I'll look at all comments from Thursday to Thursday, and then Friday select a random winner. Well, happy T-shirt Friday, everybody. We are looking at our Bitcoin chart now, and we have a couple of things to take a look at as far as an update. Just kind of a funny aside, I was looking at some, I think it was on Reddit, there was a bunch of newbies that were on there like, oh, whew, at least we got done with our Bitcoin dip, now we can move on to record highs. But I just wanted to say that, you know, trading is a probability game, and so you can't. Anybody that talks in absolutes has no idea what they're talking about. If it's like, oh, we're definitely going up or we're definitely going down or whatever, it's usually they just don't have very much experience. So I'm not going to say that they're definitely wrong, but I'm going to say that there's probably a 0.5% chance that this was our bottom. There's a 99.5% chance that we're nowhere close. It's kind of like, okay, well, it looks like you've been trading for 5 minutes. This is not the end of our Bitcoin dip. I will be so surprised if it is, because that's like seriously 0.5% chance. What's likely to happen is that we will retrace. And where will we retrace to? Now that everyone's on their indicators, everything's changing. Pretty soon, I think larger players will start selling. And these are the levels to watch for, because each level has a lower probability as we get lower. If I go to the weekly chart, do you see this line that's over 4 years old? This line is gigantic. It is one of the biggest lines in crypto. And I originally thought we would trade in this channel. By breaking out, it's kind of significant. So there is a very small chance. I'll give it like maybe 10 to 20% chance. So if I zoom back in, this line is that same line, this diagonal. There is a very small chance that this could be our support. Very small, though. I seriously think 10 is probably generous. But that is a possible turning point. And at this stage, it would be a 15-2. The next option is our 14,000 wick. So 14,000 is next. This could be our next support. And finally, it's our 12.3. We will, the chance of breaking below 12 and really going down is absolutely microscopic. So our 99% range is between, I would say, this line and 12.3. So this is where the odds of us bottoming is going to happen. Our odds of touching here is very high. This one is lower. Going below would be really hard. So I hope that gives you something to kind of gauge your expectations on, because the guys that are like, this is it, there's no way this is it. I just really, seriously, 0.5% chance that this is it. So for the altcoin market, we have really stabilized. I am loving this. I love a stable altcoin market because that gives the good ones a chance to shine and the bad ones a chance to fail, and there's always a trading opportunity when we're stabilized. So even though we're still around 10.7 Bitcoin worth, 10.8 Bitcoin worth of value here, our wicks have calmed down, so we're in a lot tighter range, which is fine. The thing that I'm really watching on this is our others dominance. So this is our micro caps, and this has been slowly curving up for the past week, and there are coins that are doing really well. To name a couple, but XLM is really doing well. Waves is having a great day. Um, GNT for some reason has just kind of launched. So we're getting a couple of really high percent gainers today, and this is where those are coming through. But yeah, I love that. These micro caps taking off. There's some really great opportunities there. So this time of year, what do you do with all your Bitcoin gains? You buy one of these bad boys. Move over Thanksgiving. It's Christmas time. Today, I just wanted to re-emphasize how important the 50-day moving average is. The 50-day moving average is this, it's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy type of line. And it's because so many other traders think it's so important, it makes it important. So if you look at Ethereum Classic, we did a video a while ago and we were just hugging this 50, and I was like, we just need to close above the 50 and this thing's a buy. Now, why would I say that? It's because by closing above the 50, it's kind of a signal to a lot of investors that this is a coin that's ready to kind of change course and change direction. And we just never got there. And now, after this more recent drop, we have tested it, and we need a close above the 50, not just a midday high that's higher than it. Even though this looks really good, and I have went ahead and bought some Ethereum Classic, I am watching that 50 because the 50 is going to dictate whether a reversal is going to, how strong the reversal is, and how long it will last. And in fact, this indicator that I talk about, how if we exit the red zone, it's a really good time to buy. Well, we exit the red zone when we close above the 50. So that is what I'm looking for. And look how many coins that this has played such a huge role in. I mean, here's Zcoin. This is a coin that I've recently bought too because of this handoff here and a flattening and consolidation period that we're having after this drop. But look at this, rejected off the 50, and we need another attempt and a close above. Here's EOS. Look at that. Rejected off the 50, having a little bit of a red day today. This is still something I wouldn't mind investing in. And it's because I take small positions, and where we've broke through a prior resistance and we've touched it as support, I'm just betting that it'll stay support. But it's going to create a squeeze between this 50 and this more recent support. And this happens all the time. There are so many coins that if you watch the 50, you can kind of see. Here's one Mona coin. It attempted it 3 times here. It was rejected back here, and then we kind of played with it throughout here. So it's kind of like when you're going up and down across it, the 50 becomes less important. But when you're significantly below it and you tempt it for the first time in a while, that's when it becomes important. So this back here, breaking the 50 here is a big deal. And people think, oh, sweet, we've got a good run going. So then we do this. Breaking back down below, all of a sudden it becomes less important. But the 50 nowadays is extremely important because we haven't had a successful close above it since July. And all of a sudden it becomes a big deal. And it's nice because all of these coins have sold off so nicely that when we finally get above the 50, investors will not only go, oh, okay, here, this means business. We're doing this for real, but there's a lot of upside too. So there are coins that we are watching closely. For example, Litecoin was doing awesome, but yesterday we did close below the 50, and we're doing a little bit of a struggle here. I won't care, and I'll stay in my position as long as we stay above this point. this will definitely be a rejection of this trade right here. But this is where our original support was, so touching this support is nothing to be upset about. But we're still watching. This is 4 solid red candles in a row, which is not great. If you look at Dash, it is showing support on the 50. So you can see that we got rejected here and here and here, and once we broke through, now we're actually showing it as support. And if we can stabilize, this will give us an opportunity to change directions. So this is really positive. Ethereum is another one that you can see how we've been interacting with the 50. This was a really steep run to break the 50, and now look what we're doing. We're landing very gently on the 50. So this is decision time. If we can stay above it, we will likely have a nice move upward. If we break below it, close below it for a day or two, there's a very high chance that we'll go down, because we've already had our handoff. This wick and this wick have crossed, so our resistance has turned to support here, but will the support last? It's going to depend on how we interact with the 50. So the 50-day moving average plays a huge portion, a huge part in our trading. In fact, when we exit the green zone, we exit the green zone when we get a close below the 50. So this is huge. It's just a major directional thing that since investors have put so much weight on it in the past, it becomes very important. So no matter what coin you're looking at, definitely check and see how we're doing against the 50. You can see some of our DeFi coins. They are really playing along with this 50 to generate their direction. So Sushi, YFI, a lot of these coins they're testing the 50 to see if it's support, and if you can get good enough support off of it, it'll sell investors that, hey, we're above the 50, we're staying above the 50, this is a bull market. We're below the 50, we're getting rejected by the 50, this is a bear market. So really watch and see how we're interacting with that, and it'll help you with your kind of trading and give you a good sense for where we're. Because it's Friday, we've got 2 awesome people to give out shirts to. Our first winner is Pedro Baldo. Congratulations. Just reach out on social media, Twitter, and DM me, and I'll get your address and size and which shirt you prefer. And our other winner is Mr. Paul Moran. And you guys are awesome. I appreciate the conversation. I love your comments, your ideas. It is great. It's definitely what makes this channel so much fun, is reading the comments and talking to all of you guys. So thank you so much for being a part of CoinBook. Okay, it is time to separate the CoinBook trolls from the CoinBook fans. So these are the magnificent t-shirts that we are giving away every Friday. These are individually packaged with love from your best friends, China. There's also this incredible option designed by yours truly. And we'll be giving away probably 1 or 2 of these every Friday to just a random comment on any of the videos over the past week. But, and I don't blame you, if you absolutely cannot live without one of these shirts, I am willing to part with them for $15 worth of your favorite crypto. Just reach out to me on social media and we'll get you guys hooked up.